Hi, welcome to our BMI modeling presentation for the Altair AI Studio competition.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joe. I'm from Port Washington, New York. I'm a senior at Fairfield University. I major in finance with a minor in business analytics, and I enjoy playing basketball and hiking.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from River Edge, New Jersey. Junior at Fairfield, major in finance and business analytics, and outside of school, I enjoy playing basketball.
Hi, everyone. My name is Aiden. I'm a junior at Fairfield University from Jamison, Pennsylvania. I major in accounting and business analytics, and I'm a captain of the varsity swim team here. Outside of school and swim, I love hiking and hanging out with my dogs.
For our data set, we did a health and fitness model or data set that tracks physical activity, nutrition, body metrics such as steps, calories burned, heart rate, and BMI, etc. It can be used to study how different lifestyles or habits affect a person's health and fitness outcomes.
So who the data set helps? We narrowed this down into three major groups. So we have fitness center chains, health insurance companies, and organizations focused on wellness and preventative health. These each have different applications of the data set, such as fitness center chains can use this in real life applications when their customers are trying to lower their BMI or find themselves in a healthier place to predict what their BMI can be with certain steps and certain roles taken. For health insurance companies, this can be used to track someone's health. Typically, health insurance companies charge more for people possibly with a larger BMI because they carry more risk with them. And organizations focus on wellness and preventative health because they're looking out for people's overall well-being. And we found the BMI is a good way to track this.
What we found, gyms can move beyond basic hours log metrics. Predictive models identify members likely to maintain higher BMI. Risk factors include low intensity sessions, missed workouts, and poor recovery. So basically, a lack of consistency. And it supports stronger member results, retention, and data-driven coaching. So here are results. So we initially all did our own individual models, but then once we were introduced to it, we used the auto model to produce multiple models at once and eliminate non-relevant factors in the data. So you can see generalized linear model, fastest model, but also the one with most relative error. And then the best performer was gradient boosted trees. You can see support vector models technically performed better, but it took far longer to run, and we were worried about overfitting with that model.
Yeah, we found in our data set when we were going through individually that stuff like typical just amount of sessions worked and other results that you would typically think would improve a person's BMI don't always. And stuff outside of the gym like recovery sessions and amount of times working out doesn't sometimes correlates to overtraining, but instead stuff like spend amount of time cooking and sometimes recovery time actually boosted a person's BMI because their body is able to fully recover, which fights against the status quo of you need to work out every day, sometimes even twice a day. But that can actually result in a plateau of results, which I think we really found in the gradient boosting model, which I think is something that fitness companies especially need to go against. Gyms often publicize themselves as come in, work out every day, multiple times a day, every day of the week, push yourself to your hardest. But that's not going to work with people, and that needs to stop and more focus on an actual healthy workout plan that includes recovery, eating well, and sleeping.
So this is our gradient boosted trees model, which ended up actually being one of our strongest performers, which Tom said earlier. You can see the performance metrics on the left. The model achieved a root mean squared error about 0.05, an absolute error of 0.41, and a correlation of 0.996, meaning the predictions match the actual BMI values almost perfectly. So very good there. On the right, the feature importance chart shows which lifestyle factors mattered the most. Water intake had a strong positive effect on healthier BMI, followed by calories burned and cooking time, which Aiden said earlier. Meanwhile, height, reps, and age showed negative contributions, meaning they tended to push BMI in the opposite direction. And overall, the model captured the real behavioral drivers behind BMI better than any of our other models.
So our conclusion was that traditional fitness assumptions did not hold. Workout duration, weekly frequency, heart rate, and intensity were not major predictors in this data set.
We also saw that behavioral habits like hydration, cooking time, and calories burned mattered way more than traditional workout metrics.
And overall, the model that we found performed the least well was linear regression, and this had a 16% error compared to some of our other models that were able to predict a lot better. This shows that BMI relationships are nonlinear, and just because it works for one person doesn't mean it's going to work for another. But by having a healthy lifestyle and dedicating yourself to not just training hard but recovering hard, you can have a strong BMI and live a long life.